Hello, Jackie. Where are we today?
We're at 3CR.
And how are you feeling?
Okay at the moment, a little bit nervous I suppose. We'll do fine though.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's 11:05 on Wednesday, the 27th of February, and you just heard Archie Roach singing Kev Carmody's song "Cannot Buy My Soul." And you're listening to Fire First. You're on 3CR with Robbie, Claire, Craig Hope, morning Robbie, and a very special guest, Jackie Wandon, co-director of the Conduit Festival. So good morning, everyone.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, and so Jackie's a Wairarong woman, and she's, as I said, co-director of the Conduit Festival, and it's lovely to have you here at 3CR.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
And for listeners out there, we're being filmed for YouTube right now, so later on you can check us out on the YouTube channel for the Conduit Festival, which is coming up on the 16th of March. It's a one-day festival. Yeah, so Jackie, can you tell us a bit about just the background of the festival?
Yeah, sure we can. Yeah. Well, look, you know, it's all started from all our time on Corranderk. We've been lucky enough to be able to camp out there and have our wonderful times with our family for probably 8 years or so now. And, you know, while you're out there you realise the significance of the property and, you know, and what happened out there. And, you know, we think that something needs to happen on Corranderk. It's been sitting for 75 years, you know, with our ancestors out there. You know, we feel like we need to set them free. So, you know, it's about honouring the ancestors. It's celebrating the 150th year of the property. And it's also about bringing community together out in Hillsville. You know, the Indigenous and white community out there, and talking about the property. And, you know, I mean, all the people that are so interested in the Hillsville property, they need to know, the Hillsville history, they need to know that, you know, Corranderk was there before the township actually came to. So, yeah, we just hope we can get a lot of people out there that day.
Yeah, beautiful. And where will you hold the festival, Jackie? Because it's, I know that like many places, Aboriginal places, the reserve was gradually sold off, and so what land will you be hosting people on?
Okay, so Corranderk now today is a 200-acre property. It'll be held on the property, of course. There's no other place where it should be held. That is on 19 Barrack Lane, Hillsville.
Nice address.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. And is that where you live now?
I don't live on the property. My father lives on the property, and I just live, you know, 5 minutes away. But, you know, most of our time is spent there.
And that's part of the original Corranderk.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it?
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So where the festival will be held, so, you know, there's 200-acre property, there's, you know, lots of different paddocks. So we'll be up on the top paddock, and that is the area where a lot of the houses were and the schools, and of course the superintendent's house that is still there today that my father lived in.
Awesome. So that's a good turning of the tables.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
The blackfellas, you know, they made bricks from the earth from Corranderk, and now we've got a traditional Wairarong man in it, so very proud.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
But what has become of the Aboriginal people, to your knowledge, Jackie, about, you know, because there was a lot of people centred there at some stage.
Yeah.
There was, you know, I think there was that, once upon a time there was about 23 Aboriginal reserves and stations around Victoria.
Yes.
They gradually closed down. Corranderk was one of the later ones.
Yes.
And I think a lot of those people ended up at the end of the day at Lake Tyres.
That's right, they did too. Yeah.
There's a lot of mixing of the blood there,
Yeah.
I'm sure. So there's a bit of, you know, I know that's one place they went. Where else were they taken to?
Look, to my knowledge, I know a lot of people went to Lake Tyres. There was some that just sort of went out in mainstream life and made their own life, and I suppose at that stage...
What year are we talking about?
Oh, this would have been about in 1920.
Yeah.
You know, and at that stage, you know, the black fellas out there, they just they didn't have a good go, and I think they thought, you know, we've got to get out there and work like all these white people. But what they really need to do is just stay connected to their land.
Yeah, and they weren't accepted either
No.
in the white community. It was
That's
a
right.
bit of a hoax, even to be assimilated.
That's right.
It was a bit of a hoax anyway, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
As we found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, and when we speak of black ties, and you know, yeah, a lot of my direct family, the Wandens, they were displaced. They were sent over to Lake Tyers, and what that means for me today is that I only know my grandfather, and you know, there's my grandfather, my dad, all his brothers and sisters, all my cousins, aunties. That's all we know. We don't know any of the other Wandens, so this is going to be a really big day, a big reunion day too. It's going to be very emotional
Wow.
and very exciting at the same time.
Yeah, we have a number of Wandens in our Fitzroy community here who've been part of
And,
my life for a long time.
Yeah, and that's sort of the funny feeling when you say that, because I feel that I should know my family and what happened on Corrandirk. You know, they stuffed that up for us.
Yeah,
So now's the time to get our mob back together, you know, and start anew.
at one stage out there in Corrandirk, if I remember right, they had this hops operation going
Yes.
out there. And I think they were growing the best hops in Victoria at the time.
They were.
And the big beer companies like Victoria Bitter or Foster's or one of these groups snatched that operation off them. And no, you know, the blackfellas are working like slaves on their
Yeah.
own land, producing these amazing hops.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
could have been all economically sound operation, but it was never to be, because I don't believe the intent of the government was ever good for our people. It still isn't.
No. You know, I mean, they were just showing that, you know, look, this is our land. We are the ones that know how to best work it. They bulldozed all the houses, all the things that they'd been making for years out there, all the hard work gone.
Yeah.
And nothing ever come of Corrandirk. They just wanted them gone. And then I suppose, you know, it's to do with all the other different people, owners. You know, yeah, you can't have the black fellas out there making them look bad, can you?
No, can't have them growing strong.
That's
There
right.
would have been a lot of mob pass away on that site there. What's the condition of the cemeteries? How much information have you got about who's in those places?
Yeah, there's a plaque out on at Corrandirk at the cemetery there. Now it says there's meant to be 300 people buried there, but if you go out there, you realise it's only an acre and a half of land. So you know, yeah, this is the next thing that we need to work on, is locating the graves and working out where all these people are. You know, these people have got families, you know, they need to be able to come and visit and pay respect. So, you know, 300 people there in that small area, it's no good.
No, you know, it sounds very familiar to what's happened at Lake Tyers. You know, there's a number of cemeteries there.
So yeah, we will be paying respect to those people that have lived, worked and died there on the day of the festival. So it'd be really great if we can get all the people, as many people as possible, because at the end of the day, it is for the old people.
Oh, it sounds fantastic, Jackie.
Yeah.
What's on the program for today?
Well, we have, don't know how we've got all these deadly acts, but we did it. Look, we've got a kids' choir just out from Hillsville. It's a little Aboriginal kids group we run out there. They're going to come and sing a few songs, and we've got the Skin Choir. That's through Jessie Lloyd at Songlines. And then we've got a wonderful man, Sebastian Jorgensen. Now he's...
That rings a bell, that name.
Oh, he's very... Yeah, so he is a world-renowned classical guitarist. So back in the 60s, one of his things was he opened for Jimi Hendrix. So you know, back in the day,
Wow.
yeah.
Is he also involved with the Mornington Island Dancers and David Goggle at some stage?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
He's actually done a lot of work up in the top end with a band called Wak Wak Jindi, and that's what him and his wife, they put that band together. He is one of the most beautiful men, you know. He sees Aboriginal people as the first Australians, and he's so respectful, you know. His whole time in Christmas Hills that I've known of is researching about Wurundjeri people.
Yeah.
And, you know, he took it on to find out about these songs that Barak apparently recorded. And, yeah, that's what he's going to do that day. He's going to do his own interpretation of Barak's song. So we just can't wait for that.
Wow.
Yeah, and then, yeah, we've got Neil Murray.
Yeah.
We've got...
Warumpi band fame there.
Oh, I know, and Lee Morgan's going to back up with him, so that'll be perfect.
Cuz.
Yeah, and yeah, and of course we've got the big Kutcher Edwards that we are so pleased to have, and the legendary Coloured Stone, the hip hop artist of the year last year, the Young Warriors.
Wow, this is a
Oh,
great
I know,
line, isn't
didn't
it?
it? And also, I just want to say a shout out to my my cousin Will Wandon. I still haven't met him actually yet. So his grandfather would have been moved to Lake Tyers. So he's someone, and I've just met him through Facebook, you know, and he's going to come out that day and rap on the stage, and it's going to be his first time he's ever going to step foot on Corranderk, so
Amazing.
very special
Very
day.
special day.
And, you know, a couple of local bands, Aaron Burton and Friends, and Dukes of Despair, so good lineup.
Wow, sounds fantastic. What's the dates again on that?
16th of March.
16th of March.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big month, March.
It's all happening. Yeah.
Awesome. So just those details. It's going to be midday till 8 p.m. on the 16th of March. It's at Barak Lane, Healesville, and you can get tickets on the net, trybooking.com. So look out for the Corranderk Festival. Get your tickets there. What if you didn't get them before? Can you get them on the day at all?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Tickets at the gate.
Yeah.
Yep, no problems with that. And could I just actually add something else? Just, you know, we don't know what type of day we're expecting. You know, we're thinking it may be quite a hot day. So, you know, we're just making sure everyone brings their hats and sunscreen, chairs, picnic rugs, whatever. You know, you can bring a picnic lunch if you like, but we have got a range of, you know, really awesome food out there on the day. And
That water.
water, and we actually, thanks for saying that, Robbie. We've actually got Yarra Valley Water. We've got the Yarra Valley Water bringing the hydration station. So if you all bring your containers, you'll be able to fill it up out there on the day.
And a torch.
Oh yeah, I'm saying and a torch.
And a
Could be handy.
torch. And a torch could be handy too.
What do we need a torch? Oh,
Yeah,
at
we need a
night.
torch.
It goes into the
Dark
night.
when we finish.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Geez, that sounds like a fantastic day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't wait.
I'll have to make an effort to try and make it there.
Well, I hope you do, Robbie.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jackie, for coming in. and
No
telling us
worries.
about
Thanks
that.
very much. Much appreciated.
Time is 21 minutes past 11 here on 3CR Community Radio since 5 with Jackie Wandon, Claire and Robbie. We're going to come back and talk to Greg in a moment. But before we do that, here's a song by Michael Franke. It's called Hey World.
All right.
Thank you for that.
No worries.
Well done, that was so good.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that would have sounded all right, you reckon?
No, you
Yeah.
spoke really well.
Still quite loud. It doesn't matter. It's not that bad.